So I went out yesterday to do some filming, and it's all to do with the RC2. There was an update the other day, and what it was mainly is they've changed the DJI Fly out. So now it's the 1.13.5. And what I could see on YouTube, there didn't seem to be any problems. People were saying, yeah, it's flying fine. Until I watched Kevin's video. He'd done a test, and looks like the compass is still not being resolved. It's jerking all over the place, and it does look like that's been like that for the past couple of updates. So that's going to be the first test. The second test is I had a question from a guy, and he was saying since April, after updating the drone and the DJI Fly app, I cannot perform hyperlapse. Does your RC2 support the hyperlapse? So I thought, okay. So I checked on YouTube, and funny enough, yesterday, Nobby had put up a video because I think he must have had the same question on about the hyperlapse not working right. And he was also saying he had quite a few people saying about their hyperlapse wasn't working, or it was taking one photograph and stopping. Some was in black and white. So Nobby went and did a test. So this is what this video is about. It's about the two tests. So should we get out there and get on with it and get that drone up in the air? Okay, I should have been recording this. Now, for some reason, I know my Mini 4 Pro is connected to my RC2, but it's saying I've got to reconnect it again. So that's what I'm going to do. Just putting it on at the moment, it's pairing it. It's good. Pressing the right, so it should be paired now. Okay, so I mean that's interesting. Okay, just change the bound again. Now I did this the other day, so well, obviously because I'm not at home. Okay, so do it again. Okay, so anyway, we cancel that. Oh, Sean, sorry. See, that's me chatting away. You guys didn't have the cover off. So anyway, that's the motors have been overloaded, but that could have been a problem. I know. I've just noticed at the bottom. Now, I'm a 1080/60 man myself, and for some reason I noticed the settings changed. Okay, so now I'm definitely on the 1080 thing. Okay, hopefully the motor's sorted itself out now. So we're going to take the drone off. It's pretty windy. So anyway, it just got so worse then, guys. I think what it was, I had the mic on the camera, but not the mic that was on my shirt there. So what I'm doing now, I'm just setting the drone up, waiting to take off. But if you can notice already, the compass is still jerking about. Now, it shouldn't be doing that, not on the ground. Now, obviously, it was really windy there, and you're going to see a couple wind warning signs come up. So the drone takes off, and you can see, and once it takes off, it's it's sort of struggling. But I tell you what, the Mini 4 Pro is a really good drone, and I think it handles really well. And it was. You can see some gusts of dust shooting past me in a moment. Anyway, off the drone goes. What I'm going to do in a moment is set up the hyperlapse, but you can see that compass. It shouldn't be, I just saw the dust shoot by. Yeah, it shouldn't be doing that. I could have got that in Mini 2, but it wouldn't have coped very well in that wind, I don't think. But anyway, it shouldn't be doing that. It's been doing that, as I said before, quite a few previous updates. So anyway, going into the hyperlapse now, setting it up. And it's just be a basic hyperlapse, guys, nothing flash. I'm using the waypoints one. I do love using the waypoints for a hyperlapse. it gives it a bit more movement. So what we're doing now, I'm just setting it up. I do 3 waypoints, and I think it was 250 photographs. So I'm just sort of moving into the next location now. Now, at the moment, everything's fine, which is good, you know, because what I'm doing, if you notice, I'm watching the actual going on the screen here. Yeah, so I'm just setting up the second position now. Now, another thing it does say to you is obviously the longer it is, the more battery power you go. And I think at the moment I've only got 46%. So I should have done this with a full battery. Anyway, strong wind warning. But I thought I'd persevere. And to be quite honest, it did really well. So I'm just setting the intervals and the length, and you can see there it's 250 frames. And then I think I'll press the button. Yep, so continue. It keeps warning you about it may be insufficient. So it's set off in its mission. What I'm going to do, obviously I'm going to speed it up in a moment, because you can imagine 250 frames. What I love about it does give you the countdown as well. Anyway, there it is. I never completed that full mission because low battery. That's another good thing about DJI. That's why they're intelligent battery. So the drone's coming back now to return to home. And as you can see there, it's a little bit off course. So I've changed the return to home. Anyway, it's landed now. And what I'm doing now is just showing you, you can watch it back through the play view, just as under the red button. It's only, I think it was 4 seconds, but you can see, you know, works fine. Everything was working fine. So that was a good test, and I've got to thank Nobby and Kev, and I've got to thank also the guy that sent me the message about the Hyperlapse. Anyway, the compass not resolved, so jerking about. Hyperlapse worked fine. Obviously strong winds there at the moment, and I left, you know, not much battery power, but like I said, I'm going to put up a bit of a footage now where I've done it again, a little bit longer, so you can see that it might be a little bit jerky because of the wind. But anyway, all works fine. I suppose the thing about all these updates that they do, it's always been that thing where I think when you got your drone and you got your app and everything's flying fine, just leave it. Difficult for me and other people, other YouTubers, because we're always want to test them out and make sure they're fine. But obviously, God, the past couple updates that DJI brought out, especially on the RC2, this RC2 it's just ever, and I can just see that they're going to bring out another controller. But anyway, other than that, guys, the drone flies fine, and that's the main thing, I think. But if you're happy with your update, be however old it is, just leave it. I think the other problem is with DJI, I'm surprised that they brought out the new Operador 2. They did bring out another app. I just think they got so many drones on that app now that you get one problem on one, you know, be it the 3 or the 4 or the 4K, and they try and resolve that one, it sets off another problem. But anyway, I think DJI at the moment got enough things going on with the US at the moment. Anyway, hopefully it all settled down. I'm sure it will. Guys, if you got any questions, want me to try out something, you got a problem with your drone, I'm quite happy to try it out. Now, I will be honest, sometimes I've got so many videos going on at the moment that it can take a couple of weeks. But anyway, as always, There'll be another video coming very soon.